always nice to have an extra day away from the market to prep. Now, I am going to tweet this out from the live stream up here. Let me just share this baby. How was your weekend? I know I missed the market definitely. Yesterday, for sure. I was missing the market action. I was actually watching the futures a little bit in the morning and enjoyed that. I was also watching the price of silver, very much so. What was the other one here I wanted to put here? SPCE. So we will be talking about everything. Oops, I need to put caps there, guys. Sorry about that. Here. It's tough when I am trying to do this all. There we go. Tweet, and let's share it here to Facebook. All right. So lots of good things this week. We're going to look back at what happened last year. Where were we last year? What was going on in the market? Well, we just had the start of the pandemic. It actually happened just before the new year, right? Before the Chinese New Year. So we know that that really affected people in the world with the pandemic shutting everything down. However, what do we see before that? We saw big dark pool prints, right? So if you guys are brand new to my channel, you do not know, I do follow the dark pool, which is where, in a really quick summation, where the really big hedge fund guys place their trades. They're able to get big orders filled, such as millions of shares. And if you want to learn more about it, come to thedarkpools.com. I do teach in the training pit twice a week. Also do one-on-one training as well. Just had a student this morning. And also I've got 2 students lined up tomorrow. Busy afternoon. And reach out. If you all ever have any questions, you can email me at jane@cjanetrade.com. And Quantum QTMM is taking off. All right, Cara Leonis, hello, welcome. All right, yes, I need a coffee today. I am dragging. We have a snow day here, and my 6-year-old is home, so I am tired, a little tired out. And I did do an awesome video this morning, not so much yoga, but it did talk about breathing and how it can really help you to improve your well-being overall. So check that video out. Maybe I'll put a link down in the comment or chat section, whatever, description section below. So let's look at the market, right? So we have the SPY over here, the 15-minute chart on the right. And if you guys do not already know, I do offer top 7 of my picks for alerts with my... Can you guys see it over here on the left? You can see all of these. So I do the SPY and the top 5 stocks that I'm looking at for potential longs. I try to not include the shorts because newer traders do not necessarily understand what's going on in the shorting world right off the bat. Salut, Goat Liver. Oui, ça va bien, merci. Un petit peu fatigué aujourd'hui parce que c'est un jour de neige à la maison. All right. Enough of my little bit of French there. So check out Ticker Talker. You can subscribe to my trade ideas there for $20 a month, and it's fairly easy to earn the $20 expense for, you think about it, 20 trading days in a month and 7 alerts that get texted out to you on your phone. So we're talking 140 alerts for 20 bucks. That's pretty good, right? And they come out by 9 a.m. And that is my personal list that I'm using. Thank you, Rafaro. And you know what? Eve from Belgium shot me a question. So I'm going to answer my question because he said, Jane, I'm not sure how to use your alerts. So for everybody, easier to help more than one person by creating a video live. So what I'm talking about is when you think about the first opening 15 minutes of the market, it's like a commuter train where it's really, really busy, right? If you've ever gone to a big city, you're getting onto a subway, a metro, a commuter train, whatever. The doors open, it's rush hour, everybody's rushing in, people are rushing out, and it's craziness. That is the market open. You have orders that are stacked up overnight. You have people that want to buy to get in. You have shorts that want to sell. You have other people that want to lock profits or other people that might want to enter short. or they have to cover their short when it gapped up against them. So there's all these orders that are stacked up overnight. Usually in the first 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, it tends to be wild and crazy. You can see that the volume tends to drop, right? So with that, that's why I say wait until after that point in time. So today, my price levels were looking, hey, below 393.70. Let's go back and just reconfirm that for today. You guys will be able to see it. All right here. 393.80 and 395 for that potential trade to the long side. So here we go, 395. Did we break it? Pre-market a little bit. Did we break down below 393.80? You bet. We sure did. 1045, a nice drop. You don't get the text alerts. You know what, Pauline? If you don't mind emailing Ticker Talker about that, because I don't handle the technical side of that, but I know that they're working on it. They said they're having an issue, so it should just shoot them an email if you don't mind. I guess maybe info@Ticker Talker, or probably a chat on the main homepage right there. Because unfortunately, that is not something that I handle. I handle creating the alerts. They handle the actual functionality of getting it to you. All right, so morning, that's it. So when we're looking at this right now, all right, well, we had a nice trade and they pretty much closed the gap to the close of yesterday. They actually came down just a little bit more and bounced right now. Yeah, thank you, Pauline. I'm sure, you know, that will help lots of other people as well, because I'm sure that you're not the only person going through that. So looking at the SPY, we have a bit of a correction, not abnormal. We came back to the volume-weighted anchor price over here. Let's put it to yesterday. Yeah, this is the volume-weighted anchored price from Brian Shannon. This is a really cool tool that he developed, and I love it. I love it for watching for price levels. So we brought it back down. Hey, as long as we bounce above this, still bullish. Not a bad time to enter to go long, in my opinion. So just watch that. This is on TradingView. I believe I have that information down below for the tools that I use. And TradingView is a free charting platform. You can also paper trade on this. All right, so we have the Qs, SPY. Qs as well. We were overextended. Awesome. A little tip, right? Many times when we gap on the SPY or on the Qs or IWM or the Russell or Dow Jones, most of the time, 80% of the time, they're going to fill that gap. Whether they gap up, they'll pull it back down, potentially bounce, and then they enter there and take it back up. Vice versa. If it's on the downside, you can see over here, when they go down, hey, it opened high, dropped, bounced. Well, here on this day, it opened high, opened right here, dropped down a little bit, almost, they sort of faked it out, and then they brought it all the way back up. All right, so just a cool little tip right there. All right, let's see, the Russell is a little bit weaker, but we are trading sideways right here. This is the weekly, the yellow, and the white is the daily. So right here, we're still in that nice upward trend. The weekly is a little bit more shallow, and it's a little bit more extended. So I would actually look for this maybe to even come back down to 217. I believe personally that Friday is going to be a very, very volatile day in the market. Based on last year, based on the fact that we will likely be having some presentation of the 2020 election results in the Supreme Court. So it could become a very volatile day. This is a shorter trading week, and a lot of Monday can be positioning for later. We're also seeing that we're trading a lot at the top or sideways price action for a fair number of stocks, and also for the indexes. Like if we look, for example, I think Bank of America, we went sort of sideways. Yeah, no, this one we gapped. We went sideways and now we've gapped up. Let's delete all this stuff. What's another one? I'm trying to think of ones that we went sideways. BP, did we go sideways from BP? Yeah, so BP, we went sideways down here, and then, hey, look, we totally gapped up $23 today, based on the fact that they're shutting down the biggest production plant for oil in the US due to the freezing temperatures, right? Will that affect the cost of oil? You bet, when production is slowed down. Lower supply, higher price. Okay, and let's check out Vxxx. This is the first time we've really broken below that 1620 level. Was on Friday. So this is big. You can see that we went sideways for quite a while. I can get rid of all of these dark pool print levels here because except for the lowest one, I'll leave this one here. So we've been going sideways, 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 little mini correction up here to this purple line. Oh, AABB. I've been watching this today. And then it dropped back down, right? So are we going to, you can see here, hey, look, we also happen to hit that 425 on the 5-minute chart. I'm going to do a video about the 425 EMA. Julio asked me to do that, so I will be doing that. All right, so more on the list. Let's also check out some of the majors to watch. So we have Amazon. Amazon has been on the daily chart. Let's look at it. Let's break it down over here. Let's break it down. All right, so a nice triangular wedge right here. It broke up a little bit. Let's move this up here now. So we're down at the bottom portion of it. This might bounce off of the 50 simple moving average. We have strong support down along the 30.97. And this could be setting up for a bit of a squeeze to come right here. We will see. Excuse me. I did read an article about how Jeff Bezos feels like at some point in time that Amazon might actually go bankrupt. And what is that real reason for him to step down for being CEO? It's kind of fishy, right? Like you're the richest man in the world and you've been doing this for 20 plus years and now you're ready to all of a sudden just give up the reins. Not did he do that when he was going through his divorce, but what is the reason? What is the catalyst, right? So very interesting to look at. If we look at it on a weekly chart too, we'll back it out just a little bit more. Right here, we have this big wedge, right? But look, if we break down from here, this could get a little ugly. We might have a correction coming on Amazon. And if that happens, if we drop this down, Apple and Neo, yeah, sure. I was actually just about to do Apple after Microsoft, and we'll add Neo on. Hey, Asif. Asif, I was looking at ones like you. I was in some sub-penny stocks today, made 20%. So let's put on Neo. It's okay, Julio. Thank you for joining. All right. So looking that on Amazon, let's check out Microsoft. Microsoft has been one, you see, look, we're just sort of trending sideways over here. Let's move this here and let's move this here. All right, maybe we're going a bit sideways, but you see we had this breakout. Let's measure the height, 95 to 230. So I did like this up to 260. It looks as if it's stalled a bit right now on the SCKT. We'll check it out. Hey, Deo, welcome. All right, so let's go back to the daily chart over here. So you see how it seems like we're kind of slowing on Microsoft. We sort of look like we're doing this, right? And what's the volume doing? That's not looking really strong, right? Would need for this really to break out up above 246. I would like to see it break that high that we set on Friday, and then a bit more volume to go with it on the breakout for the squeeze to the upside. Right now, not liking this. Feels like the market's momentum is slowing, and that's not necessarily a good thing if you are a long trader. For everybody that's just new to the market, be aware that you should be prepared to trade long or short, right? Okay, so here we have Apple. We have this wedge right here, an ascending wedge popped up just a little bit right here. Is this a head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder level? Would watch for it to see if we break down below 128. So right now it looks as if it's correcting a little bit. And we have the first or second test right here of this trend line. Is this going to continue to the downside? Next potential move down to 131. CCL is having a great day, so is APA. Thanks, Julio. We'll check it out. Yeah. And Tesla had a bit of a correction today. Does Tesla look like? It looks a little bit. Let's see what the short float volume is looking like. This looks like a rounded top a little bit, right? We have it bouncing off of the anchored volume weighted average price over here. And is this going to squeeze those shorts and pop up 100 points, or is this going to break down? What's scary? Oh, welcome, Camilio. Welcome, welcome. If you have a stock that you want us to check out, just put it in the chat. And for everybody that is watching the live stream, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you know when I do go live, as the likes help the YouTube algorithm allow me to help more people. So looking at Tesla right here, Tesla is going down. Well, right now, you know what? It's really stopped right around here. So I wouldn't necessarily say that that's it, right? Now, remember Biden, oh yes, we're going to supply all of the government vehicles with electric vehicles. Where are they going to get those from? Tesla? Don't know. Are they going to get them from China? Somebody in China, someone in the US, GM partnering with someone. Who are they going to go through? Now, this did drop down to 792. I would look for that 800 level. That is very important to see if we're able to hold that round number. Typically, it's something like 80% of the stocks that hit 80 go to 100. So if we think about that, Tesla hit 800. Next one would be 1,000, right? We came close. We hit 900. This is our first test. 900 came bounced down, bounced down. Now we have a bit more of a tighter move on it from GM or NEO. Yeah, maybe. We'll see, Julio. We'll see. All right. So my potential longs today on my alerts, I had FINV over here. So had a big movement pre-market and then just a little bit of a short. So that one didn't really provide that much opportunity. KOPN, doji day right now. Just keeping it on watch. This could explode to the upside. We had this big move here. So I'd watch to see. I might tighten this down a little bit more. I don't know what I just drew. Might tighten this down to 1350 since that's really where we've been trading today. A lot of times if we do have that doji day or sideways price action, that is setting up for a bigger move. When we have a smaller volatile day, we can have bigger volatile days to follow. Let's turn this off. All right. So small volatility. Hey, look, explosion. Smaller volatility, sideways price action, big explosion. So those smaller days might not be an opportunity for today, but could be great for tomorrow. Yeah, I have, I didn't do QTMM on here. All right, so Riot today, massive move. I did have some Riot that I swung and I took some profit on it up here once it came very, very close to hitting that trend line. And that came from, I believe, 24-hour chart highs. Yeah, 24-hour chart highs from here. Bit of a megaphone. Look at how we hit it and took some profit on that. Hi, Jane. Just missed getting into Mara today. First day to your subscription trade ideas. Awesome, Walter. You know what? Don't worry. There's opportunities every day. If you miss something, that's the beauty of the market. There's always opportunities. So do not feel stressed out about it. Mara as well. So Mara, did this provide opportunities? Walter, one of the subscribers, yes, this did provide opportunity. Now, I even called this out with Angela Miles. I said Mara and Momo, two that I'm looking at as my two trader tips for the week. And this was when we were trading back around 34.87 right over here. And I said, as long as we can hold above 34, I like this up to 46. So this might still have a little bit more room to go. This has a larger float than Riot. So would be looking for this to potentially come up and test that 46.50 area up here. But really, Bitcoin is going to be the determining factor on this. Another one that I'm personally watching for a bigger move in the Bitcoin crypto arena, you guys can see it right here, is BitW. This is an OTC crypto fund that does have Bitcoin and Ethereum as their top two holdings. And broke above 78. Why did I like this above 78? You guys can see it right here. We have a W pattern. Now, when you do the W pattern, we put it right here, 77, 78, measure it down to roughly 44. Over here, it's a little bit deeper. Yeah, so we have roughly $35, right? So when we add that on to 78, I gave it a rough target of 110 to the upside. It does have 3 million right now in the float. You guys saw what happened to GameStop. That had 65 million in the float. So this is related to crypto. However, the low float could really drive the price action up if there was a lot of buying demand for it. You can see that it did run up to almost 200 in the past. And look at how quickly that happened. That happened in, once it broke out from this breakout right here, excuse me, the high of $50. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4 days that it took it to go from 50 to almost 200. So talked about this last week, talking about it again. If Bitcoin, Ethereum, the holdings continue to move to the upside, this could very easily gain 30 points, or depending on where you entered, it could even run up higher, up to 220. So keep it on watch. That's why I'm mentioning it. All right, happy to share my ideas to help you guys profit too. TMBR, this one sort of went sideways today, but I did include some lower price ones. They just didn't have a lot of price movement for profit today. NNDM, also on the potential short list, actually squeezed up a little higher and provided an opportunity to the upside. So it gapped down, bounced up towards the moving averages, higher volume came in. You can see the first 15 minutes, what happened to that volume? It dropped. And after it set the resistance right here, roughly 1487, it started to pull to the downside and found support down here at the whole $14 mark. PLTR, also been one that we've been talking about and watching. I don't remember who has been really a big watcher of PLTR. I mentioned, hey, look, we're in this downward trend. Watch to see if this can bounce right here. We do have earnings. They might likely bring it down here and bounce it up. So watching to see if this can really hold the 50 simple moving average. When we have a negative day on the first day of earnings, watch potentially for that third day. First day, slight bottom, sets up. Second day, usually a lower bottom. Third day, potentially that bottom to curl up from. QS, I know Kyle and Cleveland love trading KS. Honestly, Jane, why is Ethereum acting up? I have had nothing but losses from it. And what are your thoughts? Should I just hold and forget about it? We'll check it out. We'll check it out. I'm sorry, I'm not going to butcher your name, but we will check it out. I'll call you H for short, okay? So QS did provide nice short opportunity from breaking down off of the 51 price level today. Oops, I'm on the wrong drawing tool. Right here. So it came down, tested, and then dropped to the downside. So nice $2 to the downside right here. And blue as well. So blue, boom, came. Look at how I set that level. Pre-market 34. Where did it go? 34 to 30. Nice $4 if you wanted to trade it within this zone. A nice $4 move right there. Now where are we going? We're below that $30 round dollar mark. This could break down even more. H for short. Awesome. Okay. And Virgin Galactic, not looking so pretty. You can see that we had this upward trend line right here. Is this coming back down to reality? And we're going to see it come all the way back down to $35. Not a bad point to enter in my personal opinion. Coming over here, 35, that's where we had a resistance. Then we shot up. Hey, let's look for that to hold as support. Come back down to reality. Maybe it's only going to come back down to the $47 mark or even 40, but my optimal entry would be roughly here on that 50 simple moving average. All right, NEO. So I'm going to scroll back here. We had NEO. I talked about NEO. I'm just going to add them on here. So we had NEO, SCKT, AMD, CCL, APA. We already talked about Tesla. GM, we'll check out from QTMM from John. And We'll look at ETHE and ETHUSD. We'll go to the Kraken one. All right, I think we got everything that you guys have shouted out. So let's check on NEO. So NEO, we have this triangle right here, and we're slowly, oh, that's really weird, right? Why isn't that, it's kind of cool, kind of strange. Here, let's just put it right here. Okay, let's get rid of that because I don't like what that's doing. On one side, it looks like it's, there we go. All right, so we have this ascending triangle. CCIV bait on Friday dropped today. Yeah, you know what? A lot of times that will happen. So you have to be prepared, right? The more mathematical you keep trading, the less emotional, the easier it is. Hey, do you have a profit? Protect that profit. Is it taking a small loss? Get out, right? With no commissions, it's much easier to turn around and put it right back in the market. All right, so NEO. Hey, we're bouncing right here. We're bouncing off this trend line. Look at the volume that came in right here. Where are we? We're above this. All right. Might see this move from 59.50 up to 62.40 area and then test the resistance there. It is coiling. So coiling, what do I mean? Hey, we're bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. It's getting tighter. Are we going to break out and have another leg up to 72 area, potentially from 62? There's a good potential for that. Right now, it's bouncing off of a lower risk entry of this bottom trend line. All right, let's look at SCKT, Socket Mobile. Oh my goodness, yeah, Socket Mobile. Let's see how many shares. 4 million in the float. It is having a squeeze. Which one? Julio, NEO or Socket Mobile? Socket Mobile definitely is. This is only 4 million in the float, and it has traded how many? 158 million today. So this is a low float momentum mover right now. Julia, which one are you talking about inside of BB and Keltner channels? Are you talking about Socket Mobile or NEO? NEO, gotcha. All right, so this is about to break out. If it can break above 26.35, let's pull it back over on this side down to a minute chart. Even if you're getting into these low float momentum ones, I would even pull it all the way back to 30 seconds. If you're not used to reading the level 2, this is a visual way to see, hey, how much volume is coming in? All right, what's happening to the volume right now? The volume's going up. We're hitting a resistance point. Are we going to see, we're breaking out? Are we going to break above the high over here? Is the volume about to set in and break out for us? The high of day is 26.23. All right, we'll watch that. Nope, the selling pressure that's coming in right now. All right, would wait until it breaks out because big sellers are likely coming in there. All right, that's the way that I talk through a low float momentum while watching. You can watch the level 2 if you're not. There we go, we broke out. All right, higher volume coming in. There's a potential entry, in my opinion, right here if it continues to move to the upside. 26.40 looks like it's stalling right now. Let's look over here. All right, 26.41. They're holding it there. Potential iceberg order. If we break out from here, it's going to rip. And what would my target be? My target would be 1972 plus 26.40, the difference right there, so roughly $7. My target would be up here, roughly 33. Is it better to buy 0.025% of a stock 4 times to get 1 unit so that it's easier to take profits from the cost average, or buy it all in one and re-enter the market to get profits? You know what, H, it's going to depend on what you're buying and the movement. Did this halt? Looks like it's halted, huh? I bet you it's halted because it moved so quickly in the 5-minute time span from 20 to 26. Let's see. This will tell you if it's halted. Just go NASDAQ halts. Yeah, there we go. So add 5 minutes is usually what they will do unless it's super volatile, and then it will be 10 minutes. But that's how you find these. Hey, evening, Jonathan. Where are you tuning in from? So we'll look at it. It will likely start moving again at 12:55 and 52 seconds. Let's continue. AMD. ASIF can be watching it for us. Is a float the number of shares available? Salve, yes. Yes. It is the number of float that's available for the public to trade on a daily basis. Ah, welcome, welcome. What do you think about the vaccine passport, Jonathan? So AMD, to me, I'm not really a fan of AMD. Some people love it because it tends to trade in a range. I see this, right? On the daily, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, a little bit out, up, down, maybe even up here. So maybe we're ready for this to come up to 97.75. Thank you, H. You guys are awesome in supporting and being positive. All right. So on AMD, hey, we came down, we bounced off of the 21 EMA. Is this going to close above the 50 simple moving average on the daily? Looks as if some bigger volume came in here at the bottom. We're above that. Hey, looks like a bit of an inverted head and shoulders. The depth here down at 90.80 to 91. Okay, 90 cents. So this could head up to 92.70 up here. Roughly that 425, and I would watch that. AMD is the algo magnet. Yeah, I don't really like it, but that's okay. I think it's needed if we are to return to normality. Okay, cool. CCL. So CCL, yes, this has broken out. Let's zoom it out a little bit. We had this downward trend, then we broke out over here from this downward trend line. Yeah, AMD can move really fast for sure. So here we broke out, came back, tested this, and now it's heading up. So watch this one, likely up above, maybe 25. I'd watch for that 28. Maybe that 28 is going to be a magnet for us. Here, let's draw this over here. Hey, look, we broke out from here again and higher than normal volume. Going to test that 22.50 level. It's coming up, 12 cents away. Once we break that, hey, probably the next high over here would watch for the $24 mark. APA, we'll also see the price action move over here when socket is moving. So APA, all right guys, what's that pink dotted line? What is it? You guys know this. Yeah, H, I was just curious. I'm in the 97% survival rate, not interested in a vaccine type mentality personally, but you got it, Julio. So watch this to see if we're able to break above it. Let's look in the past. Let's go on the daily. Is it moving yet? No. All right, look, we came here. Where were we? January. Interesting that we came right back to it. And what happened from there? Wow, this went down 90%. Interesting, huh? And then we set up a shorter term trend over here. Is it going to come back down to $9 and drop 50% if it rejects this 425 again? Interesting. Looking to see if this... All right, GM. Let's check out GM. So GM almost looks like a bit of a double top up here. Double top. So we have a top right here, 56, a little bit higher. Maybe an ascending wedge right here, and we're testing it. We tested it and we rejected it. So to me, this is a breakdown. Would be watching for this to potentially come back down to the 50 simple moving average, rough depth of this right here to right here, $7.93. Let's break it down. $7.93. Ooh, it brings us all the way down to $46 roughly to this high over here. So that's what I would be looking for GM. So starting to see that some of these are topping off. All right, here we go. Here's Socket Mobile. What did I say was my target? 33. Let's see if this is going to hit 33 up here. Watching it. Look at that wide spread because it's such low float. All right, I bet you are going to see this hit 33. Well, I don't really bet you, but that's just my thought process. All right, we got $3 more, 10%, but it might get halted again. because it did just jump so much. That $30 round number. All right, let's go to the 30-second chart. This is where you got to be fast, right? It's breaking out up above 30. Look at the volume coming in. Volume is coming in right now. Those shorts are getting squeezed. All right, they're getting squeezed. Okay, here it's 31, another round number. Vaccine provision should be tailored according to your risk category. Yeah. All right, halt it again. Nope, not yet. Oh, here we go. Low float. Come on, hit 33. I wanted to hit 33 and reverse. Looks like they took a little bit of profit off already. They're done up here. All right, let's see. It's getting, all right. It's crazy when a 30-second candle can move $1.10, right? You guys having fun watching this? Still in that upward motion. Squeeze breakout right over here. All right, come on. Come on. Break out and hit that $33 mark. Here we go. All right, it's coming. There we go. Come on. Just a little further. You kind of have to have cojones of steel when you're trading these. And you need to be ready to get out very quickly. These are not ones that are set up for, yeah, show me 33. Let's go, 33. 33 and then reverse. They might have taken, it's slowing down. The momentum is slowing. If this holds right here as support, then people are buying into it right now. Holding that support, here we go. Now it's gonna head up to 33. And then likely reverse, in my opinion. Maybe people will reverse it at 33, 33. I'd like that sort of alliteration. Is there something like an alliteration of numbers? That's what it would be for me. All right, here we go. Dun, da, da, da. Come on, you're getting so close. Come on, 33. This is where it's fun to have one share and just ride the wave. I'm not trading it right now. It's not something that I would trade while I'm talking on the mic. I'm not good at that at all. I end up paying attention to the chat, and then I forget about the stock. Here we go, 33, 33.01. All right, look at that. Are we going to reverse down from here, or is it going to continue? Look at that. All right, 33, still testing that level. See all the sellers that were on there? Wow. All right, now, where's my thought as to where it's going back down from here? I think it's going to head back down here, back down to that 23.89 level. Pretty quickly too. It's probably going to get halted on the way down, in my opinion. The momentum is slowing a bit. We saw that it ran up, it hit a whole number, and then big volume right here. If we drop back and we stay back down below here, likely a bigger move to the downside. We shall see. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. No margin call times going out. Let's look at it on a 1-minute chart now. It's not looking as pretty. You see how over here it came back. Where do we go? We went to the 50. That would be roughly down here now, 23.89. All right, that was fun. Okay, so let's continue on with, we did APA, we did GM. Let's look at QTMM. I'm gonna be so, all right, you guys owe me a coffee if 33.01 is the high of day, all right, on SCKT. That would be pretty cool. That's just technical analysis right there. All right, QTMM. So this one's pretty, it goes sideways, but 2.23 million. What's in the float here? 647 million. This was the one that I traded today and rocked a nice little 20%. Fun. A double. That's right, Julio. So AABB, this is a Chinese gold crypto company. One virtual coffee. No, actually, you know what, H? I actually have a donation link if you guys want to donate to all the education that I share down below, and it's called Buy Me Coffee. So, and I use it to buy coffee because I'm a mom of 2 girls and I need that coffee. So, I buy Nespresso coffee pods with it. So here is the breakout, ran up to 14, and that's another technical. I measured it out here, and then here, 14 points. That was my high of day to take some profit off. And now I'm just leaving all of my profit in, right? This over time could, do you have level 2 on TradingView? No, it's just this over here, B. It's simply just the level 1 right here, and we have the book over here. So if we went to another one like Dow Jones, you can see the bid and the ask. Vxxx coffee. I'm going with the ease of the Nespresso, Salve. That's why I do it. It's so easy. Put it in, lock it, push the button. So if you look right here, B, you can see here's the book or the matrix where you can see the high. The spread right now is 3 cents over here. And yeah, you've got your level 1, but no level 2 here, unfortunately. No luck on that. All right, let's go look at Ethereum. Who asked me about Ethereum? Somebody put it out here. Was it you, H, that asked me about Ethereum? Who asked about Ethereum? Did we go back up above 33? No, still watching it over there out of the corner of my eye. Who asked about Ethereum? Yeah, it was H. Okay, so here we go, H. You see this? See how it's coiling, and now it seems like we might be coming back down over here. Let's also look at Gbtc. Do we have the same? Gbtc is a bit more of a mess with all my fibs. Did hit a fib level today, a target for me. So I would drop this over here, and we've got this happening. Right? So this could pull back down to the 50, much like Ethereum. It could pull back down to the 50 right here, still in the upward motion, but it could be moving to the downside right there. And yeah, it was H. I never knew that what an Irish coffee was until I tried it, and boy, was I surprised. How about a Mexican coffee? I like the Tia Maria coffee. That's good. Or add a little Frangelico, an Italian coffee, with some whipped cream. So yummy. All right. I like hazelnut, anything and everything. So seeing this right here, we have, if we look at it on the weekly chart too, we're just at the bottom bounds. Yeah, the Mexican coffee's with tequila. That's right. I'm not so much of a Mexican coffee fan, but love me some Mexican food or Tex-Mex food. Ethiopian coffee is tier level. I should try it. So right here, we're coming back a little bit. Maybe we're going to see that this pulls back to 1850, finds support, and then moves up, which would also somewhat correspond to, we could see that this moves to the upside. 1850 would likely be, that's going to be where our 15 EMA is. So keep it all on watch. Right now, if this breaks down from here, let's measure the depth of this candlestick, 19, and a high, I could just read the chart, 2090. So $1.90 to the downside from 1912, which would put us at 90, 1825, 1725, right here at the 20 simple moving average. So it's very, very mathematical. And when it hits a target, you see that there's resistance, take some profit, right? Carpe profit, seize those profits one trade at a time. That's why I say that. Lock the profit. The more you lock the profit, the account grows. You can leave partial. In my opinion, I will leave partial. just like I was talking about AABB, right? Made my 20%, left that 20% in. Great. This can go to the moon or it can drop. My original capital is off of the table. And the way the market is, this could run back up again. Look at where it was in the past, all the way up to $1. Awesome. What I bought at 9 cents, I took my 80% off. This goes up to $1. It's just, as I like to say, cake, right? It's extra. You're just going to have faith and hold on indefinitely. H, when did you get in? Did you get into ETHE or did you get into Ethereum in general? Which one? I could also look at it this way. We have this over here. Do you have any sleeper stocks like DGLY, Digital Ally? I pretty much share all of them, Bat Scientists. You know me, I share it. Just like QNTA is what I'm really watching, that you got into Ethereum 2 months back. Okay, so let's look at Ethereum over here. So 2 months back, so you should be in profit, correct? Let's get a monthly chart. Let's check it out. But scraping off the top has proven to be difficult. Okay, so if you got in on the breakout, right? If you have over 100%, you could potentially take out that 100% and then leave it. Take that 100% potentially and put it into something else and let it grow. That's how I do it personally, so that it's constantly growing. The market's going to have its ebbs and flows. Cryptos are going to do that too. So now that we're in the wave of breaking out of everything, remember that every time we set a new high, it does pull back most of the time. On the weekly chart here, how extended are we? Well, it could pull back down to 1630, find some more volume, and then run up. What's going on with the volume up here at the top? Do you see it? What happened here? Came up, let's see, dropped off, there was a bit of a reversal, then it shot up. Over here, what happened as it was going? It's a little bit of an increase, right? And then it hit the peak, and then the heavy selling came in. We start to see a super high volume candlestick, higher than the week before. Potential sell-off, maybe. Let's look at the daily. Oh, here's a daily. Hey, if we drop below this, I would personally get out if it drops below 16. What's the low of this candlestick here? 1666.26. If it dropped below there, I would get out, because all that volume from the prior day, selling volume. So I would personally get out there, because high volume at the top will typically indicate a reversal. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up for today. Thank you all for joining me. If you do like the live stream, again, please hit that like button, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Also, check out my leader profile at Ticker Talker. Just go to tickertalker.com, marketplace, and all right, you can see we just partnered with Webull, and you're able to check out trade ideas right here. And there it is, $20 to get all those amazing ideas. And now you guys know how to use them to profit. All right, if you all ever have any questions, please feel free to email me as well at jane@cjanetrade.com. And if I don't answer you in email form, I will likely use my live streams to answer your question to help more people at once. All right, so have an amazing day, and I'll see you all tomorrow at 12:15 for tomorrow's live stream. Carpe profit, seize those profits one trade at a time.